All right, hello YouTube. I think I got this sorted out, although I might not be able to shoot much because I don't know how much free space I got on this phone at the moment. So it's 7:10 p.m. Friday, May 6th, 2022, and Rob actually was waiting here so I could get him some cash. Car seems to run pretty good. I haven't drove in so long that it's like weird for me. I back it out of here. There's a wall on the right side that makes for a hell of a blind corner. And of course they're always jamming cars in here that I can't see around. Or can't barely maneuver around. It looks like he's got a new mechanic working with him today. That's a good thing. Alright, that's a fun maneuver. Whee! That's right, y'all just yield to me. All right. So I tried to shoot a little video coming from the bank over to Rob's shop, and yeah, that didn't work. The way I had my phone holder, when I tried to put my phone in it pressed against the button on the side and completely crashed it and reset it, and it took a long time to reboot. So I gotta make a point not to do that again. God, it feels so good to be back in my car. It just seems like it's been forever, and it has been over 7 months, which is the longest I've been without a vehicle since, oh gosh, definitely over a decade that I've been that long without a vehicle. I mean, I've had little stints here and there of, no running car, but it's usually not more than a couple of weeks. So 7 months has been an eye-opening experience, to say the least. It definitely has opened my eyes to how hostile the world is to those who aren't driving. And I don't think that that's a crusade I should just immediately abandon just because I have a vehicle again. So I coming from the bank, I went to the one by my old apartment in Tempe, at Broadway and Mill, to do withdrawal, and coming back from there, took Broadway to I-10 to 40th Street to Rob's shop, and was surprised to see all the construction at there at the Broadway curve at 48th Street. The big intersection where 52nd Street, 48th Street, the Hohokam Expressway, I-10, and Broadway all come together. And I knew there was going to be work done on that, but being that I haven't been driving, I've just not seen how much progress has been made on it. So that was pretty eye-opening. Not in the habit of looking at traffic, so I'm not sure if I want to be doing I-10 or I-17 right now. I think I stay on I-17. So on the bright side, I have nearly a half a tank of gas in here right now. Hopefully it's hasn't been sitting too long. Car seems to be running just fine on it. Yeah, gas that probably only cost me about $2.15 a gallon. Now I'm having to deal with the reality everybody else who drives has been dealing with, of gas that is about $4.50 a gallon. But hey, at least I've still got my Costco account and my Costco credit card. So, yeah, between the payment I gave Rob towards the rebuild of my car and what I just shelled out for insurance, all told, that's about $1,200. It's the most I've spent in a single day in a long time. spent on my rent. So, ouch. But it all feels kind of worth it. I'm on my way to Bullock's right now. Just got a call from Mario telling me that the sound is not working for the game, that there's no power on anything. And I want to say I have no idea of what that might be, what might be causing that, because that's what I told him. But it just occurred to me that I do have an idea of what it might be. Pretty much everything gets the power off a couple of outlets, and occasionally my microphone case bumps against the cords that go to that outlet, go to those outlets, and that's something I should maybe try to improve on. But it's not my cords, so when everything works, it's not a problem. But generally speaking, I am the person who ends up causing it to get unplugged because of where I've been storing my microphones. So yeah, I'm on my way to Bullock's to try to help with that. I do know it was working yesterday. I just for GP, I had not only did I connect up the audio for the satellite tuner so they could play the Suns game today, but I also set the audio level and made sure I had sound going through it, and then hit the power switches. That way, all they should have had to do today was just turn on the amp and turn on the mixer, but apparently that's not working, so I'm on my way there to handle that. And say hi to all the people I normally say hi to over there on Friday. Kind of bummed that I'm not going to have time to be working on any music, but I was actually surprisingly productive with that last night after my show. I added DMX, Rough Riders Anthem. Added the music video for it, as well as karaoke, which was just released from karaoke version. And yeah, that version is on point. It's really, really good. Now I hadn't heard that song in so long. I'm a little unsure about doing it myself, as it has it's the karaoke is totally for the explicit version of the song, and it has a lot more N-bombs than I remember that song having. So yeah, it's one of the challenges of being probably the most popular karaoke DJ in the black community, is how to kick ass on hip hop songs without dropping the N-word. Yeah, some songs it's a little more challenging than others. And of course, the first thing that I sang yesterday was Lil Wayne and Drake, "Bitches Love Me," which yeah, it had more N-words than I remembered in it too, but I went through it pretty well. Okay, my car's got a bit of a shimmy right now. That's making me a little uneasy. Hopefully my tires aren't coming apart from just sitting there all that time, but it's possible. Yeah, it's got a shimmy it didn't have 2 miles ago. Speaking of things coming apart from sitting, so yeah, I had to clean my windshield and all my windows. They were just layered with dirt. And my windshield wipers have completely dry rotted from sitting out there in the sun, so got to deal with that. Probably not immediately. It doesn't rain very often here, especially in the monsoon season's still a couple months away, about 2-3 months away. But yeah, it's something I should take care of sooner than later. Because if I was to turn on my windshield wipers right now, all I'd end up doing is scratching the shit out of my already somewhat damaged windshield. So, yeah, there's a shimmy I just developed. I'm not feeling good about. Maybe I should inspect my tires. I did notice them looking a little low. One of the times I went to check on the car a couple months ago, so probably should have checked that immediately before driving anywhere. Crossing my fingers, I'm okay to get to Bullock's. It's just a few more miles up to 17. God, my head is still thinking as a bus rider of like how long it takes to get from point A to point B, and Rob's shop to Bullock's. That's that's in the 2 to 3 hour range. So it's kind of weird for me to be able to drive it. And wow, I'm in like 11 minutes of video here, and I'm not that far away from Bullock's. So yeah, now it's like what now? What do I do now? This is just such a dramatic life change that I had quit planning on just because it seemed like the day would never come. Obviously, I still need to be working on stepping up my income because I just shelled out a buttload of money, and I still got a bunch of credit card debt I'm dealing with. Probably should be focusing on trying to part out the 3 cars I don't really intend on restoring. That being my Lexus, my green Honda Civic, and my Mercedes. I don't really feel either of those 3 cars are worth repairing, but they certainly have some value to them with, clean titles and parts. I did hear my other phone dinging as I was driving, so it's very possible those are messages coming in from Mario telling me that not to worry about it, he got the sound working, but whatever. I want to go to Bullock's anyway. As stressful as today has been trying to get into my car, it'll feel good to just sit there and chill for a little bit. Even if I don't do any drinking, if I just get a Coke, it'll just feel good to be in there. Another thing I definitely need to do is set my damn clock in my dashboard. Like, it probably seems like not a big deal, but I feel like, and I have nothing to really base this on, but I feel like as somebody who has the mental health issues that I have, I feel like I experience time differently than other people do. And I just say that based on just the way that often I'm just not aware of how much time has passed, and other people around me are. And I do always struggle, with object permanence. So yeah, if I don't have the time and a clock directly in front of me, it's super easy for me to forget what time it is. Now, I am pretty good at telling what time it is by the angle of the sun, but obviously the sun has gone down. So, I can always look at one of my phones, but I don't like to do that while I'm driving. Let's see, 7:24 p.m. Yeah, my clock in my dash says 9:14, so definitely need to reset that. I was hoping I could check those messages at the red light, but it's got a green arrow ahead of me there. Still thinking of that guy as I was crossing the bridge yesterday who was freaking out because I was recording video and I didn't have his permission to record him. Yeah, you're on a sidewalk, dude. I don't need no permission. I kind of want to see if I can rile that same guy up again. That was actually fun. Get a little dialogue in there for YouTube. So overwhelmed by this whole experience. It's just such a dramatic change for me.